Hello, Childcare Profit Strategy community. It's me, Shanita Jones, your Childcare Profit Strategist, your Childcare C.A.B.A. The feedback, the energy, everything from the webinar last night was absolutely amazing. And we got so much feedback and so many questions that y'all did it. Y'all convinced me to leave the webinar, to leave the replay up a little bit longer. So if you haven't had an opportunity to watch it yet, it is still up in the group, so you can certainly go ahead and check it out. So what I'm here to do today is we received a lot of questions, so I wanted to go over some stuff with you all. And I also wanted to give you a peek inside of C.A.B.A. Y'all want to see a peek inside of C.A.B.A.? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm going to show you what we've been doing so far, because I did get a lot of requests about what exactly is it? What am I going to learn? What are we going to do? So I am going to give you a sneak peek inside of C.A.B.A. When I show you this, I am so proud of our founding members. I just want to tell you, because remember, they were the first founding members. I've been hard on them, but they've been enjoying it. They've been enjoying it. They've really been pushing themselves. They are brilliant ladies in their own right. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the inside. What are we doing? So this is inside of the learning portal. Now, look, we've started the first week in January. So these are all of the lessons that we've had for month 1. We've had month 2 lessons, and we are in month 3 right now. So anyone that decides to sign up and join the C.A.B.A. family, you're getting a VIP day, and you're getting the accelerated version, getting caught up to meet up with our current founding class that's in play right now. So inside of month 1, we had an orientation, but this isn't an orientation like a boring, hi, my name is Shanita. We actually dug in and we got to the root of it. Why are we here? What are we doing? What does my business look like now? And what do I want it to look like? I don't understand my numbers. We have people that have been in business for 10, 20, 30 years, and they don't understand their numbers. And you cannot grow your numbers if you do not know your numbers. Can I get an amen? So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger to make sure everyone can see. The first thing, our first official lesson, we kick off with a budget. So maybe you're part of a pre-K program. Maybe you're part of a Head Start program. Maybe you're a part of just subsidy in general. Inside of this budget preparation process, you can dig down and exactly figure out, you'll be able to walk away from this lesson knowing, how do I pay myself? How much can I afford to pay myself? Can I afford to hire more staff? What can I afford to offer them to make my program, my center, more attractive, so that I can obtain and retain better qualified staff and keep them longer? We also have office hours where we ask questions and answers. Anything accounting or business or tax related, we answer it. And not only do we answer it, because I do hold 3 business degrees myself, with a master's being in organizational leadership, but we also have expert guests come in. And then in week 3, we actually separated and we did an actual live, line by line, step-by-step budget. We'll be doing this on VIP day with anyone that takes advantage of the offer that's going on now. And we actually dig into the numbers. Then we also did tax readiness. So our budget also helps us prepare for our tax situation plan. Do we need to make estimated payments? Are we looking like we're going to owe? If we're going to owe, are we owing too much? Of course, $1 is too much, but if we make money, we got to pay taxes. Then in month 2, we dug into accounting. We got prepared for it, because accounting is a foreign language to most of us. No one's born with accounting being their first language, but it is the language of business. So in month 2, that's when we started preparing for accounting. We learned Childcare Accounting 101 Part 1, and then we did Childcare Accounting 101 Part 2. And then in week 7, we actually started building our chart of accounts. We prepared to create our unique chart of accounts for our businesses, so that when you look at your business and you look at your financial statements, these reports mean something to you. It's not just something some old accountant in an office looking at a spreadsheet put together and imposed upon you, you're building this yourself. You're in full control. Then we covered the basics of payroll. We actually had a good friend of mine. All she does is fix broken payroll in her company. She came in, talked to us about payroll, and we were able to identify some opportunities in our businesses where we needed to make some changes and corrections. And we were able to avoid getting caught up in payroll drama. And then month 3, this is where we currently are now. We just uploaded our chart of accounts. We edited, fully customizing it to each individual person's business. And then on Saturday, we actually connected our accounts to the bank feed. And this coming week, we're going to be pulling out our tax returns, because if we're on schedule, according to schedule, the way we planned on being, by this time, that means that everyone should either have their 2021 tax return, or they'll have their 2020 or a prior period. And we're going to establish our opening balances on our books. So if you're looking to get a loan to expand, if you're getting a loan just because you want to build your business credit, you are going to need financial statements. So you can make this investment and pay this investment one time, and it's the investment that keeps on paying off dividends, or you can decide to have your accounting done for you. But with this program, you get the best of both worlds, because you're doing your own accounting, you're in control of your own accounting, and you have a CPA and access to my team that are assisting you, guiding you along the way. And you get periodic quarterly check-ins where we're actually meeting with you, digging into your numbers. So some things that aren't listed, because that's only the first 3, not even full 3 months. So if you, as you've seen, this has only been 3 months, and we didn't done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this week we'll be having our 13th meeting. Maybe I should call it 12.5 and skip 13 like they do the floors. So let me tell you what else we're going to do. This is all of the foundational work. We will not throw you in the ocean and tell you to swim. No, we're going to teach you proper form. We're teaching you terminology. We're making sure you understand it. We're making it make sense. And then we're going to take a tour of QuickBooks Online. We'll be creating internal controls and policies. You need this for an audit. We'll be talking about file system creation and receipt discussion. How do you maintain them? Where do you maintain them? We'll talk about different entities and how you should be paying yourself specifically, not some generic general stuff. When I'm talking to the masses, this is about you and your business. You'll also learn the difference between accrual and cash and income tax basis. We will teach you how to gather your documents and keep your documents together. We'll be entering carryover information from our last tax returns. We're going to learn journal entries, but they will not be used all the time in special circumstances. We've gone through the chart of accounts. Our people will learn how to do things in an automated fashion and a manual fashion. We learned some of that this past week when we were connecting our bank transactions to QuickBooks. So if you have to, for some reason, maybe your bank doesn't participate, or maybe you have one-off things, you'll learn how to do it in an automated way, electronically. You'll also learn how to do it manually. You'll learn how to do invoices in QuickBooks if you have special things where it makes sense. Otherwise, we don't really suggest QuickBooks for invoicing for childcare. You'll learn how to make deposits, how to post transactions, how to reconcile your books. Just going into QuickBooks, putting stuff in is not a reconciliation. You'll learn what a reconciliation is, why it's done, how it's done, and you will do a reconciliation of your accounts. You will be taught how to review your work for errors and completeness and accuracy. You'll learn how to troubleshoot when something is wrong, because it's inevitable. And you know what? That's why this program is a 12-month program, because we used to do one-off training and something would change in the business would grow, things would be more complicated. And what happened then wasn't included in the business, it wasn't included in the training. Well, I got tired of things not being included in the training and people not having everything that they need. So we are also teaching you troubleshooting. So if something goes wrong, you will learn how to fix it. And then you also have access to the private member community, where if you do have a question in between meetings, you can get answers. We take a deep look at the profit and loss and balance sheet, what they are, what they mean, and how they're useful to us. We go over loans and credit cards. In our discussion of the balance sheet, we break down in three parts. We talk about accounts receivable, accounts payable, payroll. We discuss independent contractors versus 1099s. We talk about business use of home. That's a big tax break there. We talk about that, how to record it to make sure that we're maximizing opportunities there. We get into accountable plans. If you don't know what an accountable plan is, you're probably like most Americans, most don't, but it has tax benefits, and we got it in C.A.B.A. We discuss class tracking. If you have a center with multiple locations, that's on the advanced class, but we do get into class tracking. We spend a lot of time doing budgeting and cash flow projections, because if you want to spend money, you got to make sure that money is available and you're not spending yourself into a deficit or a loss. We go over tax estimation. We have special breakouts for PayPal and Square if your business has some functions where you receive some payments that way. We talk about Brightwell, ProCare, Pre-to-3, Kinderlime, Hi Mama, and all those systems and other integrations. And we also ensure that you are ready for tax preparation. Some of the things that you get, some of the tangibles, in addition to access to all of this material for up to 90 days after you complete the program. And you also get access to the community, which means everyone will have our guidance and support to complete a full year. A full year gives you a full year accounting cycle. You will have checklists for your month-end tasks. You will have your budget template. You will have your revenue estimate. And we can even look at the average profit per child. We can do salary estimation. We do cash policy handling templates, reimbursement policy. We'll give you a cheat sheet for normal account balances. But so far, don't tell my current founding students, they learned it without the cheat sheet. They just that good. You also, like I said, we have special guests coming in. The tech that you need, the only tech that you need, you will be given access to the course platform. We meet live on Zoom every Tuesday evening and every second Saturday. We also message in that group. That's where we have conversations. And then our one-off individual one-on-one meetings, those are held on Zoom as well. But occasionally we will pick up the phone if we need to. But I like to see you, because I can see if you with me. Remember back in the day, Martin, are we here? I can see if we here. What is the commitment from you? That was one of the popular questions we got. The commitment from you is that you have an open mind, you come equipped with questions, and you come equipped with a desire to get better financial clarity and control of your business. You will be required to get a QuickBooks online account. It's really best if you get a blank account, an empty account, so that you can learn and build it your way, the right way. If you're working with an accountant, several other people in the class have accountants, and we are the accountant of several people, and they decided to join, and they did not want to stop accounting services. They just wanted a better understanding of their numbers. They wanted to actually see what it takes. But guess what? They are able and equipped to go off and do these things. They just don't have the time. And they feel like the time sacrifice of doing it themselves is not worth it, but they still don't want to lack the benefit. We have people in our class that have accountants that are not part of our firms, and they're still doing well, they're still excelling, and they're able to have more meaningful conversations and ask better questions to their accountants. We do ask you to gather up some information, and that's just so that you can have that information to put into your QuickBooks file. So those were the questions that we got. I think I covered them all. If there are any additional questions that anyone has, feel free to drop them below on this video. I see some of you have tagged people that are not in the group. I'm going to upload this to our YouTube channel as well, or you can invite your friends to join the group. The more the merrier. They're welcome. Invite your friends to join the group. Ask them to answer the questions. We'll let them in, and then they'll be able to see the video as well and ask any questions if they have them. Okay, So thank you so much. And again, if y'all have more questions, let me know and I'll get you more answers. Talk soon. Bye-bye.